Hi everybody, Pastor Kirk here on April Fool's Day. You know, I was going to make a joke, an April Fool's joke, about all church services being canceled this Sunday because the whole staff was on vacation after Easter. They're exhausted, but you know, somebody would just listen to the first 15 seconds of this blast or read the first paragraph, and then they'd, tell everybody in their marinership, and pretty soon the word would get passed through the Fair Oaks grapevine, and nobody would show up in church on Sunday, and I would stand up and say, "Ha ha, April Fools," to an empty house. So, no joke. Hey, it's hard to believe, but last Sunday was Easter. It's always the biggest Sunday of the year, and it was also one of the most amazing worship days. Nearly 1,800 adults and kids attending 4 services and Sunday school. I love the beautiful purple lighting in Modern Casual. Howard introduced a new song, Remember, with this gorgeous cello line. In classic worship, we watched as Mary discovered the empty tomb, and Peter and John raced to confirm he's risen indeed. Jesus himself put in an appearance. He said, "I am the living one. Behold, I was dead, and I'm alive forevermore." And then the choir opened with this very dramatic, "Were you there when they crucified my Lord?" And there are these big, loud, clanking sounds like nails being driven into wood. That segued into "Christ the Lord is risen today." Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Riley Sue and Sydney Stewart, 2 of our high school kids from the youth choir tour, they presented a show-stopping Easter reading, and yeah, the preaching was pretty good too. You know, a couple hundred of you volunteered to make Easter morning as hospitable at FOPC as possible. The plaza was warm and welcoming. The deacon's breakfast was spectacular as usual. Biscuits and gravy were added this year to the scrambled eggs and pancakes, and I took a whole plate of it home. Biggest worship attendance, predictably, our 2 9 o'clock services, but the 1040 was a surprise with 450, 300 more than usual. And then folks were lined up at the floral cross and at the Easter tomb for family photos until almost 1 o'clock. So thank you, church family. Thanks to all of you who served on Easter Sunday to make it the great worship day that it was, a worthy celebration of the best news of the greatest event in the history of the world. This Sunday, we get back into our year-long Believe series. The next 10 weeks are all going to focus on becoming like Jesus. The 10 key character virtues of the Christian life, starting with love, and then joy, and then peace. Sound familiar? And this Sunday, we have a surprise. You'll have to come to find out what it is, but the hint is $1 million, okay? And if you're thinking somebody gave $1 million to the building fund, no, but we will gladly accept your gift and announce that surprise next Sunday. Last week, we had a pop quiz in the bulletin. What is the K Center? And what does it stand for? Do you know? Well, it stands for, that's the name we've given to our new Kids and Youth building. Kids and Youth, K-A-Y, K Center. That's what it stands for. This week, our pop quiz is, what is G2G2? Or G2G squared? Do you know? Well, you're going to find out next week. Friday or Saturday, okay? And then the following Sunday, see if you can fill in this blank. Welcome to the... What? Welcome to the next Sunday. Sunday after Sunday. You'll know. That Sunday is also April 10, and it is a special Sunday for 2 reasons. It's the G2G2 launch, whatever that means. And it's Baptism Sunday. And for both of those reasons, we're asking everybody to come for worship at 9 o'clock, okay? Our two 9 o'clock services, no 10:40 service. We'll have our usual classic blended worship. We'll have our modern casual worship. But at their culmination, both congregations are going to come together on the plaza for a spectacular, united celebration of our mission to declare the good news of salvation in Jesus and to pass that message and that faith on from generation to generation. You know, for 2 weeks we've announced Baptism Sunday on the church plaza, immersion baptisms, and nearly 20 of our junior high and high school youth are declaring their faith and going under in the sacrament of baptism. See, that is the faith of Jesus at this church being passed to the next generation. And that alone is going to be an amazing worship experience. But get this, in the meantime, we've also invited anybody worshiping with us, kids or adults, to mark their coming to faith or their recent faith recommitment by being baptized. And if you've been baptized before, we don't do second baptisms. We call it a reenactment. But that's fine. You're invited to come. And over 25 additional others have signed up to be baptized. And you can still register by calling the church office, ask for Sherry, or signing up in the cafe this Sunday, okay? We have a 3,500-gallon baptistry that we're going to have ready for the big plunge on April 10, 2 Sundays from now. On that day, worship and preaching are going to go from 9 o'clock to 9:50. Then we're going to take 10 minutes to transition out onto the plaza. I have to get my swim togs on, and so do 50 others. And then we're going to start baptizing at 10 o'clock, accompanied by our worship team. You know, I was just out on the plaza at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. The sun is just up over the oak tree, spilling all of its warmth and sunshine onto the plaza. It's cool and sunny and very pleasant. And then that, I think it's a sycamore tree right in the middle of the plaza, spreads this huge canopy of shade right where the baptistry will be. It is going to be awesome! You know, Easter was fantastic, wasn't it? But this is a Sunday you're not going to want to miss either. So, hey, take a look at the church ads on our website sidebars. We've got a Christianity 101 class that starts this Sunday. So does our Financial Peace University. Missions Potluck is this coming Wednesday, and much, much more. Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. And he is still risen, and he is doing awesome, life-changing, world-changing things. Hallelujah. Hey, I love you, church, and I'll see you on Sunday.